you relate to other people or to another person. How you relate to them from the heart, not in the brain. It's that feeling that when you meet somebody and you trust them right away, that's connection. Well, before you can actually connect with others in a real, meaningful, truthful way, you actually have to connect with yourself first. If you don't connect with yourself, then you don't know and you don't feel the other people in the way that they need to be felt. So you need to know yourself first. You need to look at yourself before you can really connect with somebody else. Both. We start off naturally connecting when we're really, really young. But what happens over time is our head starts getting into the way. We start having these thoughts and we create those thoughts and we create a reality with our thoughts, and our perception then affects our connection with others, right? So let's say, for example, if you get really self-conscious and you're so vulnerable to the world and you shut yourself down, well, then you're not going to allow anybody in, so therefore you're not going to be connecting. Well, one is conscious growth. The other one is self-absorbed, right? So I'll give you an example. Conscious growth is when you analyze yourself and your behavior because you want to make sure that everything you do is in truth so that everybody around you is not a victim to your reactions, right? So you constantly analyze yourself and making sure that you're true to yourself so that you are not a liability to everybody else. Being self-absorbed is the woe to me, I'm a victim, oh boo-hoo-hoo, I keep doing the same thing, but please help me, but you don't want help, but all you want is attention. So that's where the self-focus becomes negative. It depends on your desire of how much you want to be connected with others, right? So one of the reasons that I see a lot of people start focusing on their conscious growth or internal view of themselves is when they hit massive anxiety. Because they start falling victim to everything around them, dictating who they should be, what they should do, that they fall into a major stress and anxiety and depression. At that point, that's when people are actually forced to go inward, to start owning who you are, what you want, and then living by your truth and what you want outside of what everybody else says or does. So that's one of the ways that people tend to go and look at themselves. The other way, if you consciously want to, it's only because you're trying to get to a dream and you know you have the power to get there. So therefore you will be forced to go into yourself anyway. Is number one, remove all the noise and think about what you like, what you don't like. Think about every behavior you have right now, which ones are serving you and making you happy, which ones are not. Do you have great relationships around you, right? You have to really do what I call an inventory of really your reality and what's really going on. Without evaluating the results of your behavior and your environment, you don't have a locator to start looking at where to take the next step. Your locator is where you are today, who you are today, and where you've come from. And once you've owned that, then you can have a plan.